I think halfway through I'll give it to you though, just to give us something to die. To die is what we're gonna start it on, apparently.
Oh, I did actually wait till you'd finished. More of these meta jokes, we've got to include everything!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, okay.
Oh, we're back on that, right?
No! I'm traveling.
Christ, referring to, I think, the anointed one?
What are you saying? Don't talk about Christ.
It's Sunday.
Don't actually preach to me. It is a Sunday.
It's Tuesday, actually.
Shit.
Just feels like a Sunday because it's really
I'm
warm.
so bad. Yeah, I'm feeling so dead and it's terrible.
Catch him start.
Started to catch him.
Ah, you can get a silken.
Dude, time to get the bomb.
Get the bomb.
It's a bomb. It might be a Cascoon, you never know. I think that actually is Cascoon. I think the silicone one's is like at the
Not
top.
spiky.
No, it's at the top of the frame. They're both spiky. See how that one's like on the bottom of the frame? Do you see what I mean?
Nope.
Like of the picture of its silhouette, it's like nearer the bottom.
No.
Yeah? Like the circle part, right?
Keep playing. I'm winding you
I
up.
hate you. Why aren't you my friend?
I thought I was your friend.
Well, you thought wrong. There's a silicone.
But you asked. Well, which is it that you want? Do you want us to be friends or not?
I'm not too fast, eh? Nah, I love you, buddy. Come here, give me a hug.
Talking to the Cascoon.
Come here, give me a hug. Come here. Ah. Don't put your head in my crotch.
That was on your chest.
It was very close.
How giant must your dork be if you think that your chest is your crotch?
My dork.
It was a silcoon, it said.
Yeah, I said it was a silcoon too.
You said you thought it might have been a Cascoon.
Yeah, but then oh fuck, I'm catching things before I'm evolving them.
Is that alright? Can't you like store them?
You know, okay, hold on, I will show you when we get down
Dude,
here.
get it to Kingdra.
I will. And then we can fight a gym.
Wait, what?
No, we don't do that.
Aww.
It's just a collection thing. But no, you see those Pokeballs there? How two of them are lit up?
You could only store 3 Pokemon at once.
No, you need 3 Pokemon before you get a bonus, which is either the Duskull or the legendaries. Yeah. So like catching a Pokemon's worth 1 Pokeball, and evolving them is worth 2. So like you always want to evolve if you can.
Oh what? The third one, the extra ball from evolving won't spill over?
I don't think it will. No.
Yeah, so I've been talking a fair bit. Why don't you tell me what you want to talk about?
I don't know. What's the... Oh.
How much of a disappointment to your parents you are?
Oh, shit, son. Oh, that's terrible. Alright. Shaggy, 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 shaggy. What do I want to talk about?
Let's talk about you and me.
You and me?
Let's talk about sex, baby.
Alright.
Let's talk about AIDS.
I reckon we should.
The pandemic that is the scourge of the modern era.
What do you... Everyone has AIDS!
I thought that's what the song I thought Let's Talk About Sex was like about by Salt and Pepper.
Is it about that? I think
it was about AIDS.
I think I did know that.
I thought it was like, because no one wanted to talk about the problems of like sex and safe sex and all the good things and all the bad things that may be.
That may be. I suppose so. I don't know. I took a class in uni that was about sexualities. It was my
Yours was sexualities in music, wasn't it?
No. It was a gen ed. So.
For real?
Yeah.
What discipline?
Education, I think.
Ah, right.
So it was just like a general sexualities paper. It was pretty interesting. It was a lot of stuff that I like already knew. It's basically teaching tolerance, which was a little weird, but dude, yes.
Because I did a paper in the histories faculty about the history of Western sexuality.
Really?
That was bloody fascinating. The term homosexual only came into being in the 19th century thanks to the work of sociologist and sexologist Krafft Ebing.
Krafft Ebing?
Krafft Ebing.
What's that?
The word homosexual did not exist prior to this. The identity of homosexual did not exist prior to this. It's culturally constructed in the modern era.
Yeah, but what's okay, so that's what's Krafft Ebing is, you're just creating a concept.
No, that's the name of the person.
Oh, right. Okay, that's what I was asking. I was asking to
right.
define what that meant.
No, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, great.
So, alright.
Something quite enlightening was to look at the dominant modes of sexuality across history and different cultures. Particularly interesting from having learned... they didn't bring it up in my class because, of course, it was a history of Western sexuality. But I already knew that, this illusion that it's this weird same thing across time and culture. I already knew that wasn't right, because of course, something we know about in the Pacific is the Fa'afafine, which is third gender of the Samoans.
Yeah.
Boys raised as women, though specifically that isn't just like they are now a woman. They are a fafa.
No, yeah, it's something specific to their culture, and it's not a negative thing or anything.
No,
it's just a thing.
Quite a lot of boys have their.
What's it called again? Fa'afafine? Say that.
Yeah, Fa'afafine.
Fa'afafine.
Apologies if my pronunciation is incorrect.
Me too.
Yeah. So according to the health teacher in high school, he from Samoa, or at least on the island he was on. Are there multiple islands in Samoan territory?
I presume so. I don't think Samoa is just one island, is it?
I don't know. But yeah, it wasn't uncommon for men coming of age, well, boys becoming men becoming wolves. To lose their first time to fafas. It's not gay, and because I'm not sure about how, I don't live in Samoa, I don't know on the very real level how accepted homosexuality is. But yeah, that's.
But they would lose their virginity to
fafas.
Fafas, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it alright to call them fafas?
Well,
Call them fafafine.
The teacher called them fafas for short. Maybe we'll learn if it's not alright. Leave a comment below.
No, shut up.
If you
shut up.
Feel that we've oppressed you in any way.
We're sorry if we offend any Samoan listeners. We're sorry. We don't mean to. It's really interesting stuff, though.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, so it was interesting knowing already about that, and the Native Americans had two-souled people, which was a very similar concept. It wasn't like they were like placed into this gender. It was sort of like believed that they were. It's like a combination of. It's like a combination of intersexuality, intergendered. So like they were like male and female, hence two-souled.
Oh yeah.
That being the close enough transliteration we have. Soul, somewhat meaning a very Christian concept.
Yeah.
Well, but actually, using the word in that sense.
I don't think.
No, because it's evolved. But of course, the problem
is
that it would have existed, in whatever different language it would have existed that way. But yeah, so that was interesting learning all about that stuff.
I mean, I was thinking of when you were saying that that's not necessarily true. You mean the norms of like straight being the norm and.
What do you mean?
You were saying before how there's like a false sort of the norm existing throughout society or throughout history.
Well, it's not really. It's never taught that way. So to call it a falsehood would be wrong. It's sort of like a naive misconception. The simplest thing is that you presume the things you know and feel are universal.
Yeah, but then I think it's quite universal that people know, like in Greece, it was like it didn't even really matter who you had sex with. People just had sex.
Oh,
isn't that
no. Quite the opposite.
Really?
Oh, it mattered very true you had sex. It was just a very different system of what was proper. If you liked having sex with women, you were weird.
Wait, really?
Yep. Women were for wives and children.
Really?
Yep. The tradition are a very.
I never knew that.
A fairly formal pederasty. Where it was about the superiors penetrating the inferiors as a way of reinforcing social hierarchy. So, men, old, powerful men, they should be penetrating weaker, subordinate, younger boys. And to be penetrated was a strange inversion that was improper sexuality.
That's strange.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, people did all sorts of things. People always want to fuck, whether they, want to obey the rules or not. But yeah, those are the rules, And so it was all about reinforcing like who should be the active partner, the penetrating partner, and who should be the receiving one.
Yeah.
Like, somewhat as the idea pervades nowadays, like the pitcher and the catcher. With if you're the pitcher, you're more,
the catch.
You're more manly.
Fuck.
You're more dominant. You're in charge. Topping and bottoming.
Yeah.
So like that was the big deal, If you let like that 13-year-old you were bugger you, well that was just wrong. But if you were buggering the 13-year-old, ooh, that's good.
Then that's great.
I might try and find a particularly amusing poem for the next episode for us to start with.
Okay.
About
Is it a poem that you know that you wanna? Ooh, bonus multiplier.
Oh, it's relevant to what we're talking about right now.
Ah, okay, right. We shall do that then. On the next. Oh, Pelipper's got me something. Pelipper's taken me away. We're sorry, Oh, I'm back. All right.
Damn it! Searching sweet Greek sweetest age of boys to bugger didn't help.